Hello, welcome to my channel. It's Pat Ogban from my Body Wellness Clinic. So I'm here to answer some of the questions that have always come my way, and also to see what questions that you have, and looking for answers. But one of my focus today is to talk about self-care, self-health care. So self-care would be like you looking at yourself, and that would be your physical, your mental, your emotional health, and looking deep into your body and actually caring for yourself. Caring for yourself includes everything. It includes the food you eat, the water you drink, the products that you use on your skin, and these are all part of self-care. So it's not just like looking good, which is good. It's great to look good, but it's very important for you to love yourself so much that you're always thinking about what are some of my actions that will help me out. Just talking from experience, I say a lot of people struggle with actually, you know, starting at the moment to take care of themselves. And they're waiting when it's like too late, I would say. But it is important for you to start now and always think about yourself every day, every little step that you take. Every little step that you take would count for your health. It will count. If you decide now to stop even drinking all the pops, that would count as a plus for you. If you switch all your juices, all the sugary drinks for water, that would actually count. So self care is always thinking of what are some of my actions? What are some of the things I'll do to help me out? Yes, I see a comment here. Okay, hi. Yes, I see Jane. Hi, welcome to my life. If you have any questions, I would answer. One of the reoccurring questions that somebody asked me was, can I eat processed food and just mix them up with my fruits and vegetable? My question to that is yes or no, depending on what you're eating. I know why they ask. This is a culture whereby they have a lot of food that looks fancy, and in order to get the fancy food, it is a processed fancy food. So because of all this talk for healthcare, they add it up with fruits and vegetables to make it look good. But I always say to people, it all depends on what you want. If you want, if you're eating to live, you have to always make that choice to eat good and eat well. If you're living to eat, then so it's a choice. But every little step does count to your health. So I encourage you, the food you eat is really a big deal. Is that really a big deal? Yes, absolutely. The food we eat is a big deal. to our health. Even when you're on medication to treat whatever it is, without eating proper, you would not get the full benefit of whatever it is that you're treating. So it's important for you to eat proper at all time. That way you could get like the full benefit of what you're doing. And if you are losing weight and just focusing on calorie count, calorie this, that can be very stressful. It's important for you to really focus on what will give you health and then reducing, staying away from food when you don't have to. So, food or weight gain just brings me to a topic of how do we gain weight? It's a gradual process. If you notice, you can't just wake up in the morning and say, right now I'm like 20 pounds. So it's gradual, gradually. So what does that mean? It means we are taking in more food than we need. And so when you take in food, your body uses those food for energy in a nutshell. And if you didn't use up all of those energy, your body takes those, say your liver, and store them as fat in your body. Let's say if you still have those fat storage in your body and you woke up the next day and you wanted to engage in activity, your body still have the reserve that they could use for energy. But if you consume more and more than what your body needs, it gradually continues to store as fat. So it's important for us to watch what we eat, only eat when you are hungry or you have to absolutely eat. Don't just eat because you see it sitting on the table, or you want to clear the table, or you see it on the desk, or you think it's cool. I know many people are influenced by others. So the friends you keep, if you're on this weight loss journey, they can discourage you. But I want to tell you, don't be discouraged by someone else. The choice is yours. The mouth is yours. You have to make that choice to stick within the healthy. You have to make that choice. Take care of you. I see family, friends come to the hospital all the time. When I was at the hospital providing care, sitting by loved ones' bedside, and at the end, what always comes to mind is they're just sitting opposite and looking at you. No matter how much they say they love you, you are the one that carries and wears the heart. So it's so important for you to be the one to make the decision. Don't be influenced. And if you are in a group that they're just pushing the unhealthy and trying to make mockery because you've started eating healthy or living right, just slow and start looking for community that will support your new lifestyle, because that's the way to go. And that is actually a good choice. Don't be ever discouraged by people who would say to you it's not worth it. It's so worth it. Do your own research. Sometimes it could even be from a health practitioner who would tell you food doesn't matter. No, it does matter. Do your own research. Regardless of who's telling you what, it's important for you to do your own research and get those information yourself. When you do your own research, you're able to care for yourself. Unfortunately, sometimes we could be so busy in our life, and whatever anybody tells us, we just stick with it because the person is a health practitioner, the person has worked for 100 years or 20 years or 30 years. But you have the right to do your own research and look at what research is saying. It's like this emphasis on food. It's important for you to eat right. Okay, I see a comment from Jen here. Amazing things to know. Love the life. Thank you so much. I hope you do this live more often. and I hope that more people can come to the life. So the life will soon come to an end, but I'm glad you're here. So if you have any question or you have things that you want me to talk about in my life, I'll be happy to do so. Taking care of yourself shouldn't be a really tough decision. It's actually an inside decision. Sometimes we think we have to make so much changes. Absolutely not. And one thing I've come to know about self care is the more you think of yourself, the more you love yourself, easiest, the easier the decision becomes, because it's just natural for you to do certain things to promote your health. So every day our body is fighting all of these free radicals. In one of my video, I spoke about free radicals. I encourage people to watch those videos. I try my best to use language that is as simple as possible so that it will be easier for anyone to understand this. Free radicals, our body is every day fighting one thing or the other. Some we can control, which is the food, our action. Some we can't. For example, the pollutant, the environment, the noise, many things around that affect us. We can't control, and this would cause issues to our body. But the ones we can control is like the food we eat, our action, getting rest, going out for a walk, taking care of yourself, making sure that you're not adding more weight by continuously indulging in food that is unhealthy, eating processed food, all those we can control. So those things we can control is so important for us to actually take steps that are intentional to support our health. So your health is almost like you have your health, you need to come and defend yourself from all of these pollutant, all of these viruses, all of these bacteria. So whatever action you take, even just washing your hands is an action to defend yourself. But if you're not thinking in this line, it could be really hard for you to focus on saying, I need to defend myself by my action. So I can't just stay and just indulge in things that I know is going to harm me, because the goal would be for you to support your defense system, support your immune system by your action. So, support your system by your action. Eat right. When you go to grocery, look for fruits and vegetables, fresh fruits and vegetables. Those minerals, those vitamins, they are awesome for you, for your liver, for your gut health. Leafy greens, absolutely. These are all good stuff for you. And the healthy fat as well. It will keep you satisfied for a long time. People would say to me, if I don't eat for a long time, I get shaky. Yeah, you might need to detox from sugar, because if you're feeling that way when you haven't eaten for a long time, you might have a lot of sugar. It's all in the brain. So your brain tells you, wow, we are drained. We need that. So you have a lot of sugar in you. And when that is cleared up, you will feel much better as you abstain from food. So food abstinence and the food abstinence, some call it fasting, all of these are very important. Then your body is able to use up, as we said in the beginning of my life, your body is able to use up those extra food that was stored in you that wasn't necessarily used all. Your body would metabolize those fat as energy. So take care of yourself. So our life comes to an end soon. I hope to continue this life, and please share with friends and family. I would schedule more time for life, and I'll see you on my next life. Bye.